North Western Railway is home to Thomas and his friends, and Thomas, from the books written by Rev. Wilbur Tawdry, has now become very famous. But today would be an interesting day for Thomas the Tank Engine himself. Thomas and his friends once had books written about them by a man called the Rev. Wilbur Tawdry, which was then continued on by his son Christopher Audrey, which the stories have now turned 80 years old in the year 2025, which made Thomas and his friends very famous. This is Caydin's Stories of the North Western Railway Season 1 finale, Thomas's Past. Please enjoy the Season 1 finale. And get comfortable too. If you haven't watched episodes 9 of the main series, then you should know. If you haven't caught up, then please go back to episode 9 and watch it till the end. If you have, let's carry on with the story. When Sir Stephen Topham Hatt came to see the wreckage, he was distraught. By all the chaos that had happened. Do you know what had happened? Yelled Sir Stephen Topham Hatt to the top of the hill. No, sir, said Thomas's driver as he was being taken away to hospital. I can explain, sir. Go on then. Well, Finn was just coming up the hill when his trucks broke away and ran down the hill. Bother. Finn, I'll speak to you later. Meanwhile, Mickey gets Thomas out to the wreckage, and then Edward bring him to the works. He'll be needing repairs after he landed in that river. Roger that, sir. When Edward brought Thomas to the works, even though he was his sheds, but due to budget constraints and the lack of placement, Thomas was starting to have flashbacks to his past. 104? 104. Can you hear me? It's time for me to go 104. 104, my name's Thomas. You named me that, you fool. Well, I'm off to Sodor. Well, you're not getting a goodbye from me. You weren't planning to. Bye, 104. See ya, 105. Cool. If I needed him. "104, your brother's been in a crash in a river by Elsbridge. I do kind of miss him, even though he was rude to me on our last day. Thomas, are you alright? Yes, sir. I am just feel battered, bruised. You should stay here for a while, Thomas. It ain't safe for you to go out for the moment. But Mickey, I'll flip a falling over. He's needed at the yard since Rosie's been transferred off to the Olstead branch helping the Earl. I need another engineer at the yards. He should be fine for now. I want him checked over weekly. at the end of every week until he's fully repaired. He's missing a buffer, a couple of parts in there, and also from the water. Of course, sir. Will that be all? Yep. Right, you're clear to go, number 1. Right. But wait, it's 104, not 1... No. What? What did you say? Wait. I must be remembering odd things. I should be fine. If you're sure, I'll see you in the yards. Alright, sir. On Thomas's way back to Titmouth, he saw Edward puff by with his coach for his branch line. Hello, Thomas. Hello, Edward. What am I remembering? And then I said to good old Gordon, why don't you carry on drinking? It's not like you're already gonna be non-dehydrated for a while, considering you're drinking gallons. And that was only last week. Really, Donny? I don't remember that. Oh, hello, Thomas. Hello, everyone. I'm 104. You sure you're feeling alright? Oh yes, James, I am. Perfectly fine. Oh, I must be going off to the yards. I'll be seeing, Whiff, is it? Wait, Stephanie, why are you still here? Well, let's just say I'm still here because I haven't been given a path home. Okay. Before you go, I would like to tell you something. The river didn't like him. Splishy sploshy. Wait a minute, wasn't that a scene from Tedious Tales of Sodor? Narrator? Oh, stow it, Thomas. Back to the blimmin' episode, you fool. Oh, sorry. James, didn't you not tell me something about about an engine in a river? Yeah? Why? Huh, just wondering. Thomas is acting more strange than usual. Indeed. Oh, did you hear? Tubby hasn't got any new side plates yet. It's because they couldn't get the paint in stock at the moment. Ah, indeed, Donny. They haven't. Right, I'm here. Better get to work. Can't get these memories out of my head. And then Thomas began to assemble the first trains of the day. On Northwester 1. On Northwester 2. Hello ladies, who are you? We're Annie and Clairbo. Thomas, haven't you forgotten us? Oh yeah, no, totally haven't. As Thomas shunted more and more throughout the day, he started remembering things. Like his lost brother. When before he could even sort out the last set of coaches, the yardmaster ran up. Thomas, Sir Stephen Hart just told me that you need to take Annie and Clarabelle up the branch. Percy has accidentally biffed them and they don't want to go. Well, that's natural. That's natural for the 2 days to do it. Yes, from where after they heard a sound from near the river by Knapford. I'll go and sort them out. But Thomas only had to go, say, 2 to 1 mile to find Percy, literally in front of the yard. Percy, how come It only took you until you got out here. I raced backwards, you fool. Because I heard a strange sound coming from the hill. Wait, that ain't the route you need to go, Percy. I know, but still. I found something. You sure? Yeah. I'll go and check. This at least get the passengers to Wellsworth, where they can get the trip back. Why do I have to sort out everything around here? And then with permission from the signalman, he asked if he could take the local as then he went on his way to Wellsworth so he can check out the hill. Hello, Percy again. I'll take the passengers from here. Oh, thank you. As then Thomas went on his way when he heard a hiss from a nearby creek. Thomas didn't take any notice. Oh, fool! Cried out some engine, but Thomas did not hear. But inside the creek was an engine. As Thomas remembered, wait, 105 came here before I did. As then, when Thomas headed down the hill again, he then noticed 105, how did you get here? I don't remember much, really. Thomas, how long has it been? I don't know, from 1915 to... I believe 6 years you've been down here. Blimey, let's get help. I certainly will. As Thomas went on his way, 105 smiled. You've grown up big, Thomas. As Thomas brought the crane, Sir Stephen walked up. What you doing here, Thomas? Well, sir, take a look down there. As then Sir Topham Hatt leaned in, saw what was there, and then gasped in surprise. Is that 105? Yes, it is, sir. Get him out and bring him to the works immediately. Yes, sir. As Thomas had lifted 105 out, he then took him to the works to get seen to. How did you get here? As I said, I don't know. The last thing I remember is falling down the viaduct. And that pesky viaduct is a good thing it got fixed after joined. But people and engines thought you were dead. Well, you see, luckily there was good enough soft of an impact at the bottom of the river, and I guess it swept me up to Wellsworth's. 105. Thomas, I've been going through records, and technically 105 is our property. So, we'll can be able to fix them up with the parts you have here, Thomas. But still, 104, how did you manage to even remember me? I swore you had amnesia from the crash you had previously. You mean the one where I accidentally crashed coaches through buffers and then hit my blimmin' smoke box door on the blimmin' coach roof. Yes. Well, from a recent accident actually. It was the same day that technically I was out of the works a week later. But I mean, that's quicker than it took you last time. How long did it take him last time? Month. Well, how do you remember that? Well, let's just say some people found me and written a note, but never said where I was, to keep me safe from the Scrapper's torch when the whole entire depression came into play, etc. But still, 105, once you're properly fixed, you will be working in the main yard. How? I thought there was already 2 shunters. Well, you see, the yard's getting expanded with a new harbour soon too. And with more and more contractors coming to play, we need to rebuild the old harbour. Considering all we have is 2 harbours for the Olvstead branch, 1 for the Wellsworth branch and 1 for the Farker branch. I see. So, the quicker you are fixed, the quicker we can get to work. Of course, sir. It's great seeing you again, 104. Oh, let's call you 107 then. Oh, do you remember the time I scared 103 out of his wits and then caused him to crash into Stepney? Yeah! Which then crashed into Foxhill. No, it was Hillbox. Or something along the lines. But still, it's been glad seeing you again. Indeed. As then a week later, Thomas rolled into the sheds. Oh my! What are you guys doing here? Sir Stephen Topham said you had a surprise for us. Oh yeah! Everyone, I would like you to meet 105. You was the engine that fell into that river, weren't you? Yeah, I was. But then Thomas saved me. Just then, Stephanie came in with Sir Stephen Topham. As then Stephanie went to the line in front of Percy and Toby, as then Sir Stephen Topham started to explain. Thomas, thanks to your findings of 105 here, he's now a full-time member of the North Western Railway and is a part of our main shunting fleet. Once you're properly painted, you will be joining the force, but until then, you're free to roam here. As long as they don't mix you up, Thomas. And even though your banner says, "Welcome to Thomasland," I don't know why that's on there. No, that's something that I kept on to keep memories of my brother alive. Big brother. Oh, stow it. It's true, you are 104. Still. Even though the Earl tried to purchase you off of me, I don't have plans to sell any of my engines. Except Neil, he wanted to be sold anyways. But soon, a special visitor will be coming back to Sodor. Is it Wilbert, sir? Of course it is, Thomas. With his son Christopher. Oh, brilliant, sir. Is it to write more books? For Wilbert, no. But for Christopher, maybe. But they wanted to come over to say their happiness for you, Thomas. Oh, thank you, sir. because it had been, we're going to see 1945. "36 years ago that he written books about you all. Blimey, sir. So he's coming by for the anniversary of Thomas our lovely tank engine. Well, sir, when I was back at being 104, they almost was going to build me as 105 instead, or the prototype, considering they, of course, for your great-grandfather, Sir Bertram Topham, also known as the Fat Director, he brought me as part. He brought me when I had no extended side tanks. But of course 105 was a prototype of it. But then I was turned into one with extended side tanks, being then, of course, the official prototype. So in a way I'm a kind of prototype. Oh, I see. Interesting, Thomas. Do you hear something? Oh, I don't think so. Oh! What? Damn it, the roof's caved in. Well, looks like we're gonna have to rebuild the sheds then for that part. After all, we technically lifted the old sheds and just, fixed it as always. Well, it better be. It's really cold. Oh God, sir, I think it's about time we get this place rebuilt. Yeah, we might as well. Well, that's the end of this story. Hey, Caydin, what are you doing, you little cheeky punk? This is my show. Hey, Thomas, don't make me do it. Don't make me do what other creators do. Oh. Well, with the end of this season, another one begins. And I'll see you then. See you next time.
People and goods need to be moved, so who you gonna call? Well, it's Thomas and his friends, the really useful crew. Down by the yard, coaches and trucks are ready to be pulled along. Up on the branch lines or on the main lines, they're ready to be pulled along. There's no time for wasting when people and goods need to be delivered along. Thomas and his useful crew know what needs to be done. They have experience doing it, so don't judge them at all. There may be accidents, there may be delays, but Thomas and his friends are the really useful crew.
Before I end this, Thomas is not owned by me, but it's owned by Mattel and all other sources that own him. All the themes are copyrighted to all their respectful owners, and I do not own any of the songs, even though in this finale I have remixed 2 songs, one being Answering the Call from Fireman Sam from Heroes of the Storm, and then of course the opening song to King of the Railway. But I do not own the themes to any of the themes used. They go to all their respectful sources. And starting from season 2, Finn will start to do his role, but won't do it in specials, because one, every time I try and do something with him at times, he leaves the important stuff to me. But still, after season 2, he will be beginning of voice acting from the start of season 2, and of course, Toe stands by. Until then, I'll see you next time. Bye bye. And I also hope you have a really great day and a happy 80th anniversary.